Alright, so as we all know, last night, which was April 14th, we had I think it was the lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, one of the eclipses. I don't know my entire astronomy. It was a really cool sight. But that's not the point of this video. This morning, I was looking at my Facebook, as I always do in the mornings, and I came across a couple of the religious pages that I have liked, and one of them, well, a lot of them are the same thing, but one of them in particular, the admin for the page had said or made a observation that it might be the next coming of Jesus Christ or whatever, and there were a bunch of comments that were in agreement with the status of the admin. I'm seeing that a lot of Christians, mainly the diehard or radicals, whatever you want to call them, are like, "Oh my God, it's the second coming of Christ. It's a sign. It's a sign that God is coming. It's a sign that God and Jesus are real," and all related kind of comments. You know, I find it really hilarious that people like them are so inclined to say that God is coming or the second coming of Jesus is upon us and all that stuff just because the moon takes a different form or some kind of a astronomical phenomena happens to occur. Apparently, these idiots missed the class in astronomy that tells that eclipses are a natural thing. It just happens to be that the sun and the earth and the moon align in certain ways and cause an eclipse. It's not some divine happening. It's a natural occurrence of the universe. Okay, I can't explain. There's probably no necessarily any law to it, but it's a natural occurrence. And I'm guessing a lot of these claims are based off prophecies that a lot of the ancient prophets have made. Let me tell you something. And I have proof to back up my claim here. Those prophecies are horseshit, and I'm going to tell you why. One of the biggest claims these prophets have made predicted the world would end at least 5 times in the last 10 years. Yet we are still here on this earth. We are still living, breathing, working, whatever have you. One of the first ones was Y2K. I can't remember the exact prophecy that was stored, as that was like 14 years ago, so I don't really remember much of it. I'm only 30. Yet Y2K didn't do anything. It just turned the year to 2000, or it just turned the year to 2000. That's all it did. Another giant prophecy that occurred from like 5 different prophets saying the same thing was the Earth would end on December 21st of 2012. Obviously, now it being 2014, that prophecy did not ring true. So, what say you now, O ye paranoid Christians? Okay, you've had a ton of prophecies predicting in the world that it should have ended in the last 10, 15, 20 years. Yet we're all still standing here, living. I also heard that a bunch of radical Christians had suicide occurrences, like a man killing his family and killing himself because of the rapture fear. Guys, that shit ain't real. Let me tell you this. Now, you may believe some prophecies to be true, like signs and second comings and all that shit. But let me tell you something. The rapture, all these signs, these prophecies, it's all myth. Because, like I said a few times, we would all be dead by now. Had the prophecies in ancient times rung true, we'd all be dead. So, enjoy life. Enjoy universal and astronomical phenomena. Don't get your panties in a wad that thinking prophecy's gonna ring true, okay? I mean, yeah, they're interesting and fascinating, and I have a fun time hearing about them and learning about them, but none of them are true. And that's just the facts, okay? So, you can complain to me, "Oh, I'm not a believer, I'll see you in soon time," but face the facts. None of it's real.